Hello, Chief Joseph Middle School families. We have been receiving a lot of contact from students and families with questions about high school registration. So we thought we'd take a minute to walk you through with a few helpful resources that you'll want to take a look at this weekend. And then if you're still having concerns, feel free to reach back out. So if you have your student log into their Chromebook and go log into their Launchpad, they'll have all of these useful apps on there. The one that they're going to be using today to get to all of our information is their Canvas, and that's where they should be familiar with because they utilize it for all of their classes. So when they open Canvas, they are going to go to their CJMS Eagles Students course, and it will pull up these modules. We are going to scroll on down to the current 8th grade high school registration module. This is where we've posted some helpful information. For Richland High School and Hanford High School, you're going to be utilizing this RSD course catalog, and it will ask you to open it up in a new window. And it takes you here. Where you can open it up and take a look at the different courses and course descriptions and some general information. When we get down into the meat of it, I'm just going to choose a random one. You'll notice that it has the course name. It talks about what prerequisites, what classes you might have to take before using that one, where it's offered at, the locations, whether it's at Hanford, Richland, River's Edge, Three Rivers Homelink. And it looks like this one is offered at all of them, but that might not be the case for all courses, such as this one down below. Intro to Computer Animation is only offered at Hanford High School and Richland High School. So you want to pay close attention to that, and also what grades it is open to, and then what course requirements that it satisfies. So you'll be using that through the process today. But if we go back over here to our CJMS Eagle Students Canvas course, and we scroll on back down to that current 8th grade high school registration, we have kind of a little section here for Hanford High information. And then down below, we have some Richland High information. You're going to want to click on these links. We had some stuff posted about their fly up today for Hanford and the fly up today for Richland. We really hope you guys were able to make that. There was also an email sent out to student and family emails and Canvas messages about that. But the links that you're going to be using for Hanford High School, if you click on this high school registration presentation, it's going to take you to the Hanford High School website where they have posted the links for your selection form. It's a Google form. And there's one for our current RSD students. There's a separate one if you are at maybe a private school or out of district. But if you scroll on down, this is the presentation that you're going to want to take a look at. The Hanford High School put this together, and it walks you through some of the course offerings and just some general information to help you make the best decision possible. And when you go back to our CJMS Eagles Canvas course, we also have the Hanford High School registration link posted right here that your students can get back to. And when that pulls up, it's going to ask you for some identifying information so that they can follow up with you, that you're coming from Chief Joseph Middle School. And then it will give you sections with the classes offered for each section. So for language arts, you're going to choose one of these options. Same for science. And then for every period, they're going to give you some options. Down here, they have some drop-down menus for your elective choices. This is where you get a little more wiggle room and you get to offer up some preferences. It is so important that you complete these, and it will only offer things that you can take as a freshman next year. So with that, though, there might not be room in all of these classes at the same time. So it's really important that you make sure to complete each one all the way down to your elective 6th choice. They really want to make sure that they kind of know your top choices, but sometimes they do have to work them themselves down, just depending on class availability. And Hanford High School really does create their master schedule based off of what you put in for your elective choices. So make sure you take the time to make your voice heard. And then if you have anything else that you want followed up on, make sure to add those comments in here. And I'm not going to submit that because I'm not a student. So going back to that main page for our CJMS Eagles course, so that was the Hanford High links. Richland High, we have those things posted as well. We have their slideshow, their registration presentation that they provided us a link with. So we have that posted here for you. You're going to want to go through that, see the important people that they have at Richland High School, and then it starts to talk about what's required in high school. So you're going to want to go through that presentation on your own. After you've had a chance to go through their presentation, then they have a how-to video that they've posted on YouTube that you're going to want to look at that's going to help walk you through how to use their PowerSchool registration platform. So you're going to want to take the time to watch that. With this, the PowerSchool icon, your student will be able to find that on their Launchpad. This is what my teacher one looks like, but they have a student one as well, and that's how they're going to get to their PowerSchool for registration for Richland High School. And to help walk you through how to do that, you're going to watch this YouTube video that we've posted for you on our CJMS Eagles Students Canvas course under current 8th grade high school registration. And same for them. When you click on the links, they're only going to show you the classes that next year's 9th graders have a choice to take. So you'll know how best to move forward there. After going through all of this, we as a counseling team, we're going to be joining history classes next week. We're going to go in and we're going to be helping students walk them through this if they haven't had a chance yet to submit their registration form. We think it would be best if they have a chance to kind of go through this information with you this weekend and get it submitted. But we are more than happy to help them next week in history classes. If after that time students still haven't completed it, then we're going to do our best to follow up with you. But just know it's so important that you do your best to get this done, as this is how our high schools inform the classes that they offer next year for the freshmen. And if you have any other questions after reviewing this information, feel free to reach out to the CJMS counseling team or to follow up with your high school counseling team. And you can find information for which high school your family is going to. Oh, you get a little peek of my family. But I have the RSD website bookmarked because I use it pretty often. You can go to the RSD website, hover over schools, and then you'll be able to find the links for each of the high schools. So if you click on Richland High School, and you need to know kind of who to reach out to, you can hover over their academics and then pop on over to counseling. This is where you can find out who all the lovely high school counselors are at Richland High School, and also find some contact information for them, and then some other helpful information that you might use moving forward through your high school career. And you can use the same process to find the Hanford High School information. You'll be able to go to the RSD website, hover over schools, go to Hanford High School, and then same thing, school, or maybe, for Hanford High School, you hover over academics, and then you go down to counseling. And then same thing, you'll find some helpful contacts of who the counseling team is up there, and then some other useful information that you might use through your high school career. So with that, thank you for reviewing this information. If you were unable to make to the high school Zoom sessions last Friday, and we look forward to helping your students through this process.